Hi everyone, I'm here. Let's see if we can get me situated. There we go. There we go, I'm crooked. Oh goodness, what a busy morning already. Hello! Welcome everybody, it's Miss Kathy here at Sturgis Public Library. I'm gonna move over a little bit. Welcome to Preschool Storytime. I am so sorry that I am so late. I had arranged to have some preschool visitors come for a tour and they got behind schedule and then I got behind schedule. So please accept my apologies. I am sorry I am late for Preschool Story Hour. It is Tuesday. It is May 11th and today we're going into space. So instead of starting my regular story time with our zoom, let's start our story time. I'm going to actually do the original Zoom song. Do you think you know it? Would you like to do it along with me? It's pretty much like what we do for starting story time, but instead of starting story time, we're going to the moon. Here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh, thank you for joining me. We are doing space today because I have to look at my notes. I think it was last Friday. Friday, May 7th was National Space Day. Do you know what is out in space? Out in outer space, there are so many fun things to see. Who gets to go out into outer space and see them? Astronauts. Astronauts get to go out into outer space, and we have had astronauts that have walked on the moon. Did you know that? Our astronauts have walked on the moon. They have put on their suits, they've gone in the rocket, they've gone up to the moon, even right now. Right now, there is something called the International Space Station that's floating around in space. And astronauts and scientists are there finding out experiments and testing out theories and finding things about space that they tell us. Then they send it to us and other scientists down on Earth, and we find out what's in outer space. Maybe someday you will be the astronaut that goes off into space. Maybe you'll get to be one of the first astronauts to walk on Mars. Or maybe you'll be the scientist at NASA and you will get to gather all the information and see the pictures. Satellites are out there, unmanned spacecraft are out there gathering information and sending it to scientists, and they need to put all the data together to tell us what's in outer space. Well, I'm going to do a song about if you're going to the moon and what you need to wear when you're going to the moon. Here's my astronauts. We have women, we have men, boys and girls. Probably not boys and girls. You probably have to be a certain age to be able to go into space and be an astronaut. So here are my 2 astronauts. And our song goes like this. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Look at the astronaut suit. I'm going to put it on this astronaut. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Let's put the suit on our other astronaut. Oh, come on. There we go. If you're going to the moon, this is what you need to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your suit. Maybe you want to put on a suit. Put on your legs, zip it up. Got your suit on, their suits are on, our suits are on. Next, we're gonna put on our helmet. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Let's put this one on. Oh, our astronaut has her head covered up, she'll be safe. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Let's put the helmet on this astronaut. Ooh, look at that. If you're going to the moon, this is what you need to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your helmet. Okay, let's put our helmet on. Got it? It's a big round. Put it right over your head. There we go. Our helmet is on. We have our helmet, we have our suit. What do we need next? Well, I think we need some boots to protect our feet from the moon dust. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. They're gonna go right on, cover up the legs. Everything's protected. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. Let's put the boots on this one. There. No space dust, no moon dust can get in their feet and be walking on sand or dust. If you're going to the moon, this is what you need to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your boots. Okay, put your boots on. I don't think I can get my feet up there far enough for you to be able to see them. But I'm putting my boots on. Okay, our helmet's on. Our suit is on. Our boots are on. We have bare hands. What do we need to cover up our bare hands? If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. Let's see. There's one glove. And there's the other glove. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. How many gloves do we have? Of course, we have 1, 2, because we have 1, 2 hands. If you're going to the moon, this is what you need to do. If you're going to the moon, wear your gloves. Put on your gloves. There we go. We are all ready. Shall we do the Zoom song again, since we are all ready to go to the moon? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll be there very soon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And our astronauts are on their way to the moon. Oh, and since we're all dressed, we can go to the moon too. Thank you for getting all dressed and joining me as we go to the moon. But the moon is not the only thing out in space. Do you know what other things that they have seen in space? What is out there in space? Let's see. Oh, I gotta move my astronauts. I'm gonna just move them down. We're gonna pretend they are still on their trip. They're in their rocket ship on their trip, heading for the moon. And my next story is one that might be familiar. Whoops. Let me hold it up this way so you can see it. This is the moon. Is this a full moon? Do we have the big round moon? No. Is this a half a moon? No. This is a crescent moon. There's only the little slice of the moon. That's called a crescent moon. If I had it filled in halfway, it would be a half moon. If it's completely filled in, it's the full moon. But we have just the crescent moon. Here's how this one goes. Crescent moon, what do you see? Up in the sky, the crescent moon sees, I see a rocket zooming past me. Here's our rocket, zoom. Here we go, rocket, let's zoom by the crescent moon. There we go. Oh, he wants to fall down. Okay, now, rocket, what do you see? Do you know what the rocket will see as it's zooming past the crescent moon? It's also going to see planets. I see planets spinning by me. There goes our planet spinning around and around and around. Oh my goodness. Just think, if you were the astronaut in that rocket, you saw the moon, you've seen the planets. I wonder what else is there. Planet, what do you see? I see, what are these guys? You're right, stars. I see bright stars shining by me. They look like they're twinkling. Okay, let's put the stars up here by the planet. There they are. Do you ever see stars at night in the sky? You can see the moon. Some planets you can see. You can definitely see stars. I wonder what the stars see. Bright star, what do you see? Oh, here we go. I see children gazing at me. Are you one of the children? Are you down on the ground? Are you down on planet Earth and looking up to the sky to see the stars? Sometimes it's fun to go out at night. You have to wait till it's dark. Go out at night and look up, and you can see the Milky Way, and you can see twinkling stars. Sometimes there are shooting stars. Oh my goodness. Well, let's finish our poem. Children, children, what do you see? We see a crescent moon, a rocket. Are you saying these with me? What is this? A planet, you're right. What was next? It was the bright stars all up in the sky. That's what we see. So we have our children on Earth looking up into the sky. I wonder if you would see a rocket. Could you see a rocket when it was up in the sky? I think when NASA, when the Space Center sends their rockets up, you can see them there. But once they get way up into the sky, I don't think we can see them anymore. I think they become just a tiny little dot. It'd be interesting to see. Okay, well, there are so many things in space. We now know that there are astronauts in space, the moon's up in space, planets are in space, rockets go to space, stars are up in space. Well, we are going to do another song. Is it a song? Let me see. Yeah, it is a song. It's to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell. We are going to do another song about the beautiful things you could see. And even though you and I are not astronauts that get to go up into space, we can stay on our planet. We can stay on planet Earth, and we can look up into the night sky and see what's there. So let me move my children down. Let me move these pieces down. Or shall I leave them up there? Because I don't have, no, I'm gonna bring them down. I'm gonna bring them down. Because even though for my next song I don't have pieces to put on the board, we're gonna become the pieces. Do you know the song about the farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell? Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Well, we're gonna change the words to be a space song. And we have to make the sun. Oops, no, we're not gonna make the sun. We're gonna look up. Because when you're looking up at the sun, you shouldn't look at it with your bare eyes. It could hurt your eyes. You want to shade your eyes when you're looking up in the sky. Here we go. The sun is in the sky. Are you shading your eyes while you look up at it? The sun is in the sky. Hot and bright, it gives us light. The sun is in the sky. Ooh, I wonder if you could see the sun today. What's up in the sky that prevents you from seeing the sun? I think there are some out there. I'm looking out my window, and I think there are some out there today. They're fluffy white things. What will hide the sun? You said clouds, and you are right. If the sun is in the sky, but we can't see it, the clouds are probably covering it up because the sun is still up in the sky. We just can't see it. Okay, next we're gonna make the big round moon. The moon is in the sky. The moon is in the sky. Around and round the earth it goes. The moon is in the sky. Do you see the moon all day long? You know, the moon is up there all day long. It's just at night when it gets dark and the sun is shining on the moon, we can see it. But you can also see the moon during the day. When it's not a cloudy day, go out and see if you can find the moon up in the sky when it's daylight. But usually we see it best at night when it's shining in the sky. Now, here come our stars. We're gonna twinkle the stars. The stars are in the sky. The stars are in the sky. Twinkly bright, they shine at night. The stars are in the sky. So we have the sun is in the sky. The moon is in the sky. Twinkly bright, stars shine at night. The stars are in the sky. So many fun things to be able to see in the sky. Out into outer space in that wide open, I wonder how far it goes. We don't know, it's infinity. Now I was telling you, right now we are on a planet called Earth. We live on the planet called Earth. There are other planets up in the sky. In fact, there are 8 planets plus a dwarf planet. Do you know the story about Pluto? We always used to call Pluto a planet, and then they decided Pluto was a dwarf planet. It didn't match the same criteria as all the other planets. But I'm going to include Pluto in my next rhyme because we need 9 planets. It goes like this. We have our great big sun. There's the sun. The sun is not a planet. The sun is a star. So we have this big, bright star up in the sky that all of the planets will revolve around. And we're gonna start with, we're gonna turn these over so I can see. Do I have them in order? Oh, I do. Okay. We're gonna start with our first planet. It's this little one right here. It's the one closest to the sun. It's called Mercury. Mercury. Then we have Venus. I'm gonna put Venus up here. And our Earth. And there's the moon. There's Earth's moon. Here's planet Earth. That's where we are. We'll put them up there. So we have Mercury, Venus, and our Earth. The next planet is Mars. Let's put it up there. And then we have one of my favorites, Jupiter. And then comes Saturn. Saturn has all those rings around it. Next is Uranus. Ooh, it's a blue planet. And another blue planet, Neptune. I don't have enough room for dwarf planet Pluto. Spinning round the sun. Had you heard of all those planets before? Let's say them again. We have Mercury, Venus, and actually, if I do this correctly, let's see if I can move this and make it work. I don't know if I can. Our sun is way up in the sky. Way up there. The planet closest to it is this one, Mercury. And then it is Venus. If we're going in line, the way they rotate around the sun, Mercury, Venus, and our planet Earth. Oh, my pieces are all too big. Maybe I should go this way. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Let's move these guys down. Next, we're going to have Mars. Here's planet Mars. I'm still needing to go. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Jupiter. I'm not going to get them all on there. Oh my goodness. Jupiter. And then Saturn. Can I move you guys again? Saturn. Oh, my board is not If I do them this way, you're not going to be able to see them. Saturn. Okay. I'm not even going to try to do it anymore. Saturn. Then there was Uranus. It's going to go way down here where you're not going to be able to see it. Neptune. And my little dwarf planet. Can I back this up where you can see all my pieces? And my little dwarf planet, Pluto. He's way, way, way in outer space. They all rotate around the sun going this way. Oh my gosh. How many planets did we have? Do you remember? I'm going to bring them back up here. Mercury, Venus, Earth. And I already forgot. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. All of our planets. And our big bright star, the sun. How many? I'm going to move the sun down. I'm going to cover up the sun. How many planets do we have? Let's count them. Let's sing it. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little planets, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little planets, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little planets spinning around the sun. Oh my goodness. There are so many fabulous things in outer space that you would be able to see. I hope someday maybe you will get to be either an astronaut or a scientist, or who knows what may become part of the future, how we will see things in outer space in the future. Maybe we actual people will get to ride in spaceships to take a trip out into space. It could happen. Well, until then, if you would like to read some space books, whoops, I wiggled the table. If you'd like to read some space books at the library, I have this fun one, Spacewalk. If you open it up, it's a lift the flap book. Whoops, I gotta get to the flaps. So there is our Mercury, and it will tell you a little bit about Mercury. Venus. Ooh, look at that, Venus. This is a fun book. Check it out. Spacewalk. There's no place like space. You're gonna find out about more things than the planets. You're gonna find out about the constellations, what you will see in the stars. Maybe you've heard about the Big Dipper before. Or you could read a fun story about Commander Toad in space. I wonder, when you're in outer space, could there be toads in the space rockets? And then we have Star Wars. Have you seen the Star Wars movies? They all happen out in outer space. We have some books about Star Wars. Or Lego. This is Lego City Space Escape. Look at the Lego people. Maybe they made space rockets out of Legos. And off into space they go. And then we have Lego City 3, 2, 1, lift off. We have Pete the Cat, out of this world. Look at, he's dressed. He's got on his helmet. He's got on his suit. He's got on his space gloves, his space boots. Pete the Cat, out of this world. And of course, Pete the Cat. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Look at, he's on the Crescent Moon. And all the stars are twinkling around him. Oh, here's one of my favorites. There was an old Martian who swallowed the moon. Oh, I wonder if Martians do live in outer space. We have Dogs in Space. This is a book about a true story about 2 dogs who did go in a rocket into outer space. I wonder what happened with them. On the launch pad. Oh, what happens when those astronauts get ready to go into outer space? This is a counting book. You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then blast off on the moon. Look at this astronaut in his suit. He is actually on the moon. And look, his boots. I don't know if you can see it. His boots are leaving prints on the moon. That really is what it looks like on the moon. Another counting book. Blast Off, a space counting book. Oh my. I wonder if it tells us all the different kinds of rockets. Oh, so many fun things. Do you see the planet Earth? I see the planet Earth on this picture right there. And a fun one. Oops, I'm wiggling you, I'm sorry. Blast off. All the animals make their own rocket and blast off into space. Now, if you want to check out these books, come to the library. I'll have them set up in their display spot. You can find them. If you don't get to get them while I have them on display, I have the list right here. Also, look for some storybooks on YouTube. If I were an astronaut, that's a really fun one because it is read by an astronaut that is on the International Space Station. They are actually up there and they are weightless. You can see them twirling around. And with the book, oh, I hope you get to watch Storytime from Space. There was another one. Hey ho, to Mars we'll go. It's another astronaut that's on the International Space Station, and they tell you a story from up in space. Check them out. It is so fun. There's also Pete the Cat Out of This World. If the book isn't here, you can watch it on YouTube. There was an old astronaut who swallowed the moon rather than an alien. And, oh, that's all I have on there. It just says that there was an old astronaut is one of my favorite, from all of those. There was an old something that swallowed something. Check them out on YouTube. Do the read alouds. Here is your craft for today. So in your grab and go bag, the storybooks, the rhymes, the poems, the songs, and in your bag, you get to make your very own rocket. You will have a toilet paper tube. You will have a part of a plastic egg. This is going to be the nose cone for your rocket. You will have clothespins. These are going to be your launchers. There's 3 clothespins in there, and then you have all kinds of star stickers to decorate your spacecraft with. I'm going to put these back in there and show you what it looks like. I put mine together. And here is my rocket. Now I only had 2 clothespins left. You will have 3 because you need 3 to make him stand. You can decorate your rocket with all those stickers. Do you see I have all those star stickers on there? And then it's the United States. I have a United States flag on my rocket. You can put all those stickers on there. The tricky part is getting your nose cone. The nose cone, I had to manipulate it and then it didn't, my rocket kind of came apart. I squished my rocket. I squished my nose cone, trying to get them in there together. Because the nose cone is bigger than the rocket, it doesn't want to fit so well. If you want to just set it on the top, glue it on, you can. But I really wanted to make it fit. Because you know, if I take my egg and stick it in there, it will stick. But that's not the way the nose cone goes. I need to make it stick on the outside. So my trickiest part was getting this to stick on there and straightening it out. So you see, I do have kind of a crumple. But there's my nose cone on my rocket. And now I need my launch boosters. I put on my clothespins and it's ready to go. Are you ready to lift off? Let's count down from 5. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! And your rocket can go flying through the air. Oh, I think space is so much fun. There's so many fun things to see in space. And maybe someday you will get to do that. Again, I apologize for being late today. It was so good to be able to have my preschool come tour the library so they can see what it's like. Soon, very soon, I will be seeing you in person. When we start summer reading program, you'll get to come see me. out at Rally Point. But that's more stories for another day. I need to say goodbye for now. Do you remember what our goodbye song is? It goes like this. See you later, alligator, in a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Thanks for joining me today. I will see you again. Maybe tomorrow you'll join us for toddler story time as we go on a train ride. Have a great day. I'll see ya.